But the fact that he said, Godfrey is going to go back to Vlad.
Godfrey is going to be a good boy for Vlad. Yeah, he is. I know he is.
He's definitely going back to Vlad.
I mean,
and he is right there, sitting there, taking photos with Vlad. Damn near have the same shorts on.
Lord Jamar. It's been 5 years.
DJ Vlad, Lord Jamar, and Godfrey situation. Let's talk about it, people. It's not over yet. This is Fresh Hip-Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, the dynamic trio of Vlad TV from years ago, DJ Vlad, Godfrey, and Lord Jamar. Now the latter two were like the main guests on Vlad TV before Vlad started paying regular guests. Until their fallout, Vlad had reacted to a little snippet of Minister Farrakhan's speech, and then Vlad put out a post which didn't go down well with Lord Jamar and Godfrey, but mainly Lord Jamar. They got on a three-way call, and basically in a nutshell, Vlad did not agree with Lord Jamar and Godfrey. Godfrey was cool of just taking a break from Vlad TV, while Lord Jamar was like, hell to the no, we leaving the show. And then began the long hiatus of Lord Jamar and Godfrey doing their own thing. They did their own podcast, in fact. Now, meanwhile, while these two are off from Vlad TV, they're obviously saying not very nice things about Vlad. Now, in my opinion, Lord Jamar was going way, way tougher on Vlad in terms of criticism than Godfrey. And this was 5 years, people. And then recently, Vlad went on Willie D's podcast and officially apologized to Minister Farrakhan. Well, he did it publicly.
I would like to apologize to Minister Farrakhan for misquoting him back in 2020. Period.
There you go.
No ifs, but, or anything else like that. Point blank, period. This is what I'm doing on your show.
Now that's honorable.
Thank you.
That's honorable.
And for some people it was good enough, some people it wasn't. Lord Jamar was one of these people that criticized Vlad's apology, the sincerity of it. I'm not too sure what Godfrey had to say about it, but Lord Jamar definitely criticized it, didn't really believe it was sincere. But then came the big shock. Lord Jamar returned to Vlad TV. Nobody saw it coming. It was all Lord Jamar's idea to boycott Vlad. It was even his idea for Godfrey to never come back on the show either. So Lord Jamar received a lot of backlash for returning to the show. Like he has no principles, didn't stand on business, he came back just for the money, because obviously Vlad now pays regular guests. Whereas when Lord Jamar and Godfrey were on the show 5 years ago, they weren't getting paid. Plus Lord Jamar and Godfrey fell out, and Lord Jamar stated that he believed Godfrey would go back to Vlad real quick, real soon. But now a lot of people are criticizing Vlad because every moment he has now with all his guests, he's mentioning Godfrey and not in a nice way. Vlad recently asked Will Mills about Godfrey, and Will Mills has a good relationship with Godfrey. And basically, Vlad just goes in on Godfrey. Pretty much calls him a coward for avoiding his calls and texts, after Godfrey apparently has said a lot of personal things about Vlad. But is it right, people? Is it right for Vlad to now use Godfrey as content? Because we know how Vlad goes. He's just going to start asking everybody the same question about Godfrey, and just kind of relate every question he has to, yeah, Godfrey did this, and I found that quite cowardly. But did Vlad have the same energy for Lord Jamar when Lord Jamar was saying all the things he was saying about Vlad when they weren't speaking for those 5 years? I don't really recall him doing that. Maybe because Lord Jamar is a bit more aggressive than Godfrey, whereas Godfrey just seems like a nice guy. Vlad even revealed that Godfrey is one of those guests that every time they'd finish an interview, he'd be on the phone straight away the next day saying, yo, when's the next one? We need to do another one right now. In my opinion, really sunning Godfrey, making him seem like an eager beaver, like he ain't got nothing else to do but interview on Vlad. But let's be real, Lord Jamar came back for that money too. He didn't come back because he just missed Vlad's friendship. Like, he probably realized the visibility that Vlad TV gave him was bringing in money overall way better. And obviously Vlad, like I said, pays guests, and he wanted some of that bread. I just don't buy what Vlad is saying about Godfrey said the most disrespectful things, because maybe I missed it. I don't really watch Godfrey's content. I don't even watch Lord Jamar's content. But anytime one of the two popped up on my screen, my feed, it was generally Lord Jamar dissing Vlad and not Godfrey. And plus, Godfrey's a bit of a comedian. He's probably saying it in a comedic manner, whereas Lord Jamar really says it with some real aggressiveness. So you have to ask, why is Vlad really going at Godfrey, especially on his own platform? Could it really be because Godfrey said those one or two few things that were personal apparently about Vlad? Because what I've seen from Godfrey, he said he has no beef with Vlad, but he won't be going back on the show. To me, it all seems a bit childish. All grown men in their 50s and 40s beefing over what he said, she said. It's all a bit of nonsense, really. I don't even think Godfrey wanted to leave the platform anyway, but I think just on principle, he can't go back. That's how he sees it. And that's what he said on his own platform. Whereas Lord Jamar had that same principle, but when your ribs are touching, when you're putting your hands in your pocket and you're just coming out with lint, you'll clearly go against your principles. But Vlad, end of the day, is the big winner. And I like Vlad TV, but let's essentially talk about what actually happened. Vlad falls out with Godfrey and Lord Jamar. A big fallout with two of his main guests at the time. Vlad stays 10 toes down, doesn't budge. He doesn't need them to. They both go away, try and boycott Vlad TV, tell people not to go there. Vlad TV continues to rise, increasing subscribers, popularity, and probably revenue. Whereas as much as Godfrey and Lord Jamar have their own successful platforms on their own, it doesn't go anywhere near the kind of audience that Vlad touches. So while Vlad is chilling making his moolah, Lord Jamar comes crawling back, and Godfrey stays on business, so Vlad starts whipping the guy. Publicly and figuratively, of course. But in my opinion, what's next? DJ Vlad will continue to interview guests and mention Godfrey. I don't think he'll mention it as much as he does for, like, say, Dame Dash or Joe Budden, because those are bigger names in the game. But I think he'll just continue to publicly bash Godfrey, because I genuinely think Vlad is a bit hurt that Godfrey didn't come back. As much as Vlad says he doesn't want him back, he's not invited, I think he would have wanted Godfrey to come back just like Lord Jamar did. So Vlad looks like he's the king of the hill. You guys went away, tried to bash me, but eventually you came crawling back. But that's just my opinion. I want to know yours. Get in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And for less than $2 a month, you can join the membership and receive exclusive content on this channel. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.